Whereabouts are you? Look at that. Look at that Monte Carlo
I know, right?
in
Oh,
the
you've got
background.
a load of packages as well. Sorry, I should have thought about that. I'll try and hide
Hey, Emma, we've been chatting in the last couple of days
that.
about doing something in and around providing some support to the coffee community as we entered lockdown
Yeah.
too. And to pick up the conversation from where we were at,
Yeah.
I think I think what I've been feeling and what I've been trying to work out in my head is that there's a really wide range of experiences I think going on in the coffee industry right now from the people I talk to. Like some people are like in work and are full time and are
Mm.
working from home or going into the coffee shop and making coffee. Some people are working part time and are part furloughed. Some people have been made redundant and are looking for other jobs, and some people their future is like really uncertain. So it kind of feels like doing something that meets where everyone's at is actually really tricky.
Yeah.
And I, I think I'm coming from a place where I understand that some people are facing real hardship, but also I think that there's maybe services that exist, whether they're social services or other organizations that are well equipped to be able to maybe provide some input or resource to those people. And I kind of feel like what I'm best to maybe contribute right now and is actually some advice and some support to those people that are maybe like just out of work or are facing uncertainty and are thinking about what do I want to do in the coffee, or maybe they're still in work, but thinking, what do I really want to be doing in the coffee industry over the coming 18 months or 2 years or something like that? What does my journey look like now
Yeah.
that we're in lockdown, but also we're in this broader coronavirus world? And that's kind of like a question and an idea I think I feel better equipped to answer. How do you feel?
Obviously, since we first started kind of floating ideas around, I've given it a lot of thought. And I find it really broad, like you've said. I don't think that either of us or anybody we speak to could necessarily like pin down a specific reaction that's happened because there's been so many, right? And I know that for some of the people I've spoken to, what's happened with their career, well, they don't even know, right? Because one minute they're on furlough, then they're coming off furlough, then they're back on furlough, then they just don't know what's happening. Maybe they're on redundancy notice, or they know they're down to a short list of potentially losing their job, but they don't know, so they're feeling really uncertain and like they can't plan. Some of the really sad things that I've noticed, and it is sad. Maybe it works out well for the individual, but I think overall it feels really sad to me. Is that some people that I know or have taught in the past or have been fortunate enough to work with in the past or whatever, they're kind of coming and saying, well, do you know what? Like, I've done this job for this long and now I'm losing that job, or I think I'm going to lose that job, or I don't think my job role is even going to exist anymore. They're not taking it from me, it's just disappearing. And I can't be in coffee. Like, I'm losing my place in coffee.
I guess also the other thing I was thinking, like, why do this now? And I think one of the things that struck home with me when I thought about it was the reason, like, United Baristas provide services to the coffee industry, and like some of those are really busy right now, and some of those are like really quiet because obviously coffee businesses have changed.
Yeah.
But we're actually working really hard to improve and continue to develop it, United Baristas, right now, because actually I really profoundly believe in the medium term of the coffee industry. Like, people love drinking coffee. It's the world's greatest beverage, and this is a challenging set of circumstances, and there's a lot of uncertainty, and there's even like some people facing real hardship. But actually, like, I think when I think of the medium term and then again to the longer term, I'm still really excited by the opportunities that exist within the industry and the prospects that exist within the industry. And I think if you're lucky enough to be like battling through right now, or your head's above water,
Mm.
like maybe the best thing that you can do right now. And I think the thing that I would really like to encourage people to do is, like, if you're in that position where you're getting by, or maybe better than getting by, like, let's move our thinking from day to day
Yeah.
or from week to week, and let's think about, like, where do I want to be in 2 years' time? What do I want the coffee industry
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in
Yeah. Yeah.
12 months' time, when we get, like, when the vaccines rolled out and we're like having to work out how do we do a coffee shop still with masks or with social distancing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
in a slightly different world. And I think there's lots of interesting things to explore there about what jobs might look like and what we need to do to build out our skills. And
like resilience.
We might be able to be like not naively optimistic or like shallow or anything like that, but we just might be able to bring some perspective and some tools to navigate the current time and to plan for the future. So
yeah. And it's not all doom and gloom, right?
Yeah.
I know that it might, for some individuals, it very much will feel like that. And I don't want to say that in a way that makes it sound like I'm not paying attention to those that really are struggling. Because I know those people are out there within our community, and I will absolutely reach out and support as much as I can. But I think equally, there's quite a lot of people that are just finding themselves in almost like a period of transition. And some of those people, it might not necessarily be because of the organization that they're working for, the company that they're working for has put them in the position. Maybe they've just spent a few months on furlough and they've given some thought to what they want to do with their career, because beforehand they were so busy dealing with it every day that they couldn't give any thought to it. So they were just too busy, wrapped up in everything. So I think now there's some real, like, as you just worded it, right? Those next steps, like, guys, this has happened. There's nothing we can do to change it. We can't control it. It's completely out of our control. But what we can do is we can control ourselves and our futures and our preparation. But I actually find that to be quite exciting for people and quite positive, because although it might have felt very negative and low to begin with, and it's probably still going to be a bit of a rocky path, I don't think either of us would, ever cast, those, I don't know, we just would never assume that it's going to be an easy path for anybody.
It's going to be crazy. Like, there's still as much to sort out as we've journeyed over the last what, like,
you're going to wonder what you do with your life.
Like, if we're halfway, I would be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm hoping for better days soon, but I'm planning for the medium term.
Yeah.
So we should be kind of honest. Like, we're sorting this out as we run along. So we thought that we would maybe do something that explores different career options within the coffee industry, and this seems good. Time is a little bit against us. So should we just get started with the thing that we spoke about maybe the most, which was the sales jobs that exist within the coffee industry, and account management, and I guess your particular passion and expertise, training, and how those all smash together and what those types of jobs look like.
Let's make this as positive as we can and use this as an opportunity for those people that are in the industry already, that know and love coffee, that live and breathe coffee, that maybe they just want to explore another side of it. Maybe they've always been on the bar, and they've always been a barista, and that's brilliant, and they're passionate about it, and they're really exceptionally good at it. But maybe they've always had a secret dream, and that secret dream is to move into a different part of the industry, but they literally have no idea where to get started. So we can just give advice and guidance, tips, where to look, ways to upskill yourself, what might be considered, what might be needed to do that role successfully.
I've got another call, so shall we wrap this up? But I think what we probably need to tell people right now is there'll be updates on our socials, and there'll be some resources on our websites, and you could ask your questions and we can either try and answer them, or we can ask some people who might know. And if you've got some experiences that you'd like to share, then you can also get in touch with us on the socials.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, well, let's chat tomorrow morning, and we'll bed down these things, and then we will hopefully launch some content and some information.
With a name.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be amazing. Take care.
Bye.